Well, we're getting ready for the coffee club. Ooh. And what have we got there? Some, what do they call them? Medjool dates. They're absolutely delicious. And have we got some cakey?
Yeah, there's some cake up
Kept in the microwave.
fruit cake. It's a Welsh one, I think.
What is, isn't it? That's Welsh, is that?
Yeah. Low fat.
Barabrith.
Yeah, I got it from a little shop here.
Right. So there's Coffee Club.
And we've got some Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
We'll keep them in the fridge until, don't want them
The sun's out.
melting. The sun's come out after all that.
Just had an hailstorm and now the sun's come out.
It has. Ready, darling? All that I don't want to say that.
I disagree.
See, good with all that lot. Oh,
Morning everybody.
morning.
Beautiful morning this
It's
morning.
lovely. Really nice.
No wind, the sun's
No.
out, blue sky. Lovely. Yeah.
I didn't think we'd be getting this, did we?
You'll have seen a little video of our coffee club. Well, not of the just
what we were going to have.
what we were going to have. I've had a message from Graham this morning. Are we going on a pub crawl and then a coffee club?
Yes, Graham.
Yes, Graham, we are. So that's on the agenda today. Now I've had Roman and Raymond. I don't know if you've been on their channel. They make proper videos. And they've asked me some questions.
Oh, have they?
Roman and Raymond, yeah. First of all, they wanted to know what make our van was, or model. And this is a Bessacar E560, and it's called Twat. Because of all the trouble it has caused me over the years. It was made by Bessacar though, the current.
Proper.
I think they're made by Swift now. Yeah, this is 2007. And she also wanted to know what pets have we ever had, besides the crow and the tortoise, have we ever had any pets?
Well, the tortoise isn't ours, is it?
No.
It's our daughter's.
Yeah.
But we've had cats and dogs.
In fact, put a picture up here now. While we're I think I can do that while we're talking, of a picture of Pat stroking Kinky. Early on when Tracy was a baby. Kinky was
a rescue dog from RSPCA.
yeah, and she was
she was lovely.
she was a lovely dog, very placid.
Yeah.
She was a border collie, but black and brown instead of black and white. Probably a mongrel, but a lot of border collie in her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was a really nice dog.
She'd walk at side of you without a lead and wouldn't run off. No, she was a good dog once, and she'd just lay outside house.
Very lovely.
Until she saw a cat.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde. As soon as she saw a cat, she just became a ferocious beast.
Yeah. Climbing up walls. Trying to get at them.
We once saw her climb a wall, a vertical wall, to get at a cat.
Yeah.
But she was quite old when we got her.
Yeah.
And so we didn't really have her very long, did we?
No.
Maybe 5 years, I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe even not that.
Mm.
And then, of course, we got Beauty, which was the most stupid dog you've ever seen.
An Alsatian.
Sort of Alsatian.
Mm.
It
But
was
she's
the
been
one.
mistreated, hasn't she?
Yeah,
She was chained up and she got these pads on her legs where she'd been laid, and
rubbed.
she really didn't know how to act as a dog.
No, she didn't. She was the one that chewed up the dentures. You know, when we were around the gallery and
We took in denture repairs
yeah,
for a chappie.
yeah, we did. And somebody shoved some dentures through the letterbox and the daft dog chewed them up.
And we found a cat outside.
We had a
The
cat
gallery.
called Speaker, and
Yeah.
that was because when I played in the rock band, we used to store the PA in our house, and I used to connect my record player up to the PA system. Really good it was. But the cat disappeared for what? How long?
Maybe 3 days. or something.
About 3 days it disappeared.
Yeah, after
And
we
we-
brought it in.
And we found it in the back of one of the bass cab. How the heck it didn't go deaf in the back of there, I don't know, because it had been in there about 3 days. That was Speaker. And then we did have cats in Waddingham, didn't we?
Yeah, Tracy brought one home from up road, didn't she?
And it had kittens.
And it, yeah, more or less had kittens straight away. It was only a kitten itself. I don't know how it managed it.
Yeah.
It promptly got them all killed, like on road.
Aye. Yeah. And we had 6 hens that we'd rescued out of batteries, and one of them outlived all the others by a long I think it lived 11 years altogether. It outlived the others by a long time.
About 6 years.
Yeah. And that we called her Henrietta. And she was like a pet. Yeah. And I think that's it.
Well, we had a pig and a goat, a pig
Oh.
and a lamb.
A
But,
pig and a sheep,
yeah,
which we killed for meat.
yeah, when they grew up. The pig was quite lovely. It used to roll on its back so I could rub its belly and it would go to sleep. It was a lovely pig. But I must say that pig and that lamb were the best
Meat.
meat we'd ever
We'd ever
tasted
eat.
up to then. And well,
Aye,
I don't
yeah.
know whether we've tasted anything
Yeah.
as good.
Yeah.
The well, but I did treat the pig well.
Yes.
And the lamb.
Yes.
I mean, we even put a radio in barn with lamb
We did,
to
yeah.
keep it company because it used to.
It was lonely.
It was lonely. We didn't know then you're supposed to have them in more than,
You really
Well-
need more than one sheep.
yeah,
Yeah,
to keep one another company.
they bleat like, they never stop
Mm,
crying when they're on their own.
yeah.
We've never had any pets while we've been motorhoming and that,
No,
and caravanning, and we never would.
no.
No. That is that. Yeah. Well, I just made a note here of a couple of things. I renewed my bus pass online while I were here. You know, my senior citizens bus pass runs out in May on my birthday, so I've renewed it online. That were all right.
Comes in handy if you're in Yorkshire, Lincolnshire, but not in Wales or Scotland.
Does not work in Wales or Scotland.
No. But
Um,
we do get buses occasionally in when we're out in camper. If
Yeah,
there's a bus
when we
nearby.
don't have a private taxi service.
We've never done that before, have we?
No,
Being with someone who's had
no,
a car.
we haven't. No, we
No.
haven't. We haven't hijacked them. sacrifice themselves willingly to our cause. Oh,
Only because they like the pub crawl.
thank you, Gail and Wendy. And we've done, believe it or not, we've done 3 washes. You know, in washing machine while we've been here.
Yeah.
We seem to be muckier here.
Well,
Usually.
when you're out for nearly 6 weeks, I suppose you do need to.
Yeah, but when we
keep
go out
on
for
top.
3 weeks, we
we
do it
do it all back at Tracy's.
back at Tracy's.
Yeah.
So 6 weeks should only be 2 wash. But then we did the bedding.
Yeah, we did the bedding.
We did the bedding as well. So
I don't bring. I bring bottom sheets and pillow slips extra, but I haven't got an extra duvet.
and Pat's got a new trousers
Oh,
on
I have.
today
Yeah.
that we bought her before we set off.
I thought they might not fit after being here and having coffee afternoons.
I know. You thought we put too much weight
I know, but actually they feel quite good.
Good, good.
Don't waste.
So that's that.
Different colour, the green.
Oh, very nice, darling.
Mm.
A bit different here. I wrote a bit of an appendix here
Is
in
that for
between
us?
in between these letters.
Oh.
When I was 19, I was quite a good runner. I ran for the army. I joined the army in September '65. And I did my training at Farnborough. And when I'd completed my training, everybody else were posted. But I was kept behind to run in the Army Championships. I have a vague memory of it. Apparently I came 6th in the Army Championships that I ran in, which wasn't bad considering there were about 200 people running in it. Then I was posted out to Ona on my own, which was quite an experience. Because I flew to Hanover Airport, and then a military bus picked me up, and I was the only one on it. It was a coach. I was the only one on it. And the bus, I just sat looking out of the window on the bus at this strange country that I was in. It was the first time I'd ever been abroad. Never been out of England before in my life. And then eventually all the houses gave way to this, well, barren wilderness, which I later discovered was called Salthouse Plains, where we did as tank training. And it was just a concrete road, and the bus was going ka-dum, 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 ka-dum on this concrete road, and we were getting further and further out into this wilderness. I wondered where the hell I'd come, because it was just nothing there but the tank ranges. And when I got there, I was put in a room with five other blokes. There were 6 of us, and they took me out that night. I suppose it was an initiation, really. They took me out and got me pissed and got in a fight.
That were at Maggie's.
At Maggie's. You read that?
Mm.
Yeah. Maggie's was a guest house just outside the camp gates. There were 2 guest houses, Maggie's and the Snake Pit. The Royal Engineers tended to use Maggie's, and the Royal Artillery tended to use, and maybe the 2nd Tanks, I don't know, used the Snake Pit. And as far as I know, never the twain should meet, or else there were trouble. The following morning, I was sweeping under my bed, and I heard a voice behind me saying, "Give us that brush," and I said, "Yeah, just a minute." I hardly got the words out of my mouth when the brush went flying out of my hand and I was pinned up against a wall, and Jock McCafferty's head went in on me like a machine gun. And that was my introduction to Jock McCafferty. I was raised in the Gorbals in Glasgow. He were a right hard case. But over the years, fortunately, he became my minder. He took a shine to me and nobody could lay a finger on me. And I said, I'd have to answer to him. Yeah, I put here that it was ironic that I should have been a good runner when I had asthma. It was amazing, asthma, because I used to be fine one day, have a day when I could hardly breathe, and I'd be all right the next day. And people didn't really believe me. And in part, that's why I decided to go self-employed, really. What stimulated me into becoming self-employed. Yeah.
Bosses didn't believe you, did they, in your workmates?
No, they
you
didn't.
You could be laid in bed one day and next day you'd
be all right.
Be all right to go to work.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think we'll leave the letter.
Right.
Until tomorrow, because
been on a while.
Been on a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you've
Oh no.
to add, darling?
No. Don't think so, love.
Yeah.
Wish you could have seen me this morning. I had my hair in a ponytail, but you know what it's like when you put a ponytail in to go to bed? If you put it at back, you're laying on it and it gets uncomfortable. So somehow it had ended up here, this ponytail. And when I woke up this morning, he says, "Oh, you are beautiful." I says, "What, even with my hair like this?"
She's beautiful even first thing
dear.
on a morning.
Oh, I didn't feel beautiful. I said, I better look a right crazy beast with my hair up here.
You're lovely, darling.
Yeah, dear.
No.
Oh, dear. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Right. Okay, I think that's a video. We better get started, because Graham will be chomping at the bit.
Yeah. You'll be seeing all this sun out there and you'll be thinking, they're ready yet. Where are they? So we won't be long, Graham.
We won't be long, Graham.